Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. X-Men theme team coming right up. Mr. Clicksflix is sponsored by Lucky Dice Cafe out of Huntsville, Alabama, home of the ROC. No matter if you're in the United States or around the world, Lucky Dice Cafe has the winning roll for all your gaming needs. You can visit them at luckydicecafe.com or on their Facebook page using the links found in the description of this video. Hello and welcome back to another Heroclix team building video. If you're new to the channel and you want to not only perplex up your Heroclix IQ, but outwit the competition, make sure to Hulk smash that subscribe button and also the little bell notification so that you're sure to not miss anything. Today's video, as we just said, is in fact a Heroclix X-Men theme team. We are featuring Cyclops from X-Men Xavier School, Marvel Comics Storm from X-Men Xavier School, Marvel Comics Sunfire from Uncanny X-Men, Gold Balls from X-Men Xavier School, Marvel Comics Jubilee from X-Men Xavier School, and Marvel Comics Dust from X-Men Xavier School. We also threw on a Colossus Id Card just so that we could round out our points so that we could come up with a 300-point even team. So let's go ahead and talk about each individual figure, and then we will discuss how this team works. Alright, so here we are with the first figure of this team. It is Cyclops, number 52 from X-Men Xavier School. He has the X-Men keyword. He has two traits. One is Headmaster, X-Men, Leadership, Perplex, but only to target another friendly character with the X-Men keyword. During force construction, you may include one student ID card on your force without paying its cost, so pretty cool there. And since we do have an X-Men theme team, we're going to get a lot of use out of that Perplex. His other trait is Stay away from my students, free. Make a ranged attack, but only to target an opposing character that damaged another friendly character with the X-Men keyword with an attack since your last turn. Free attacks are always awesome. And then a third trait, Rebuild the X Institute, Sidestep. If Cyclops is closer to an opposing starting area than his own, he can use Penetrating Psychic Blast. Otherwise, he can use Energy Shield Deflection. So he gets a +2 defense, and then once he crosses the field, the halfway mark, he gets Penetrating Psychic Blast on top of his Precision Strike, which is just awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dial. Alright, so we will be playing Cyclops here at 50 points. His starting line at that is 8 movement with Running Shot, 11 attack with Precision Strike, 17 defense with Willpower, and 3 damage. Then you factor in he gets that Perplex, that Perma Perplex, he gets Perma Leadership. He also gets either Psychic Blast or Energy Shield Deflection and Perma Sidestep. This guy's just awesome. Also has the X-Men team ability. Just really good. Alright, so the next figure on this team is Storm from X-Men Xavier School. She has the Wakanda and X-Men keywords. She also has a Headmaster trait, Headmaster X-Men, Leadership Perplex, but only to target another friendly character with the X-Men keyword. During force construction, you may include one student ID card on your force without adding its cost. So via the Headmaster traits, we have 2 Perplexes, 2 Leaderships, and 2 free student ID cards, which is just going to be really awesome. She has a special on her movement, which is Come Children, Passenger 3, but only to carry characters with the X-Men keywords. Very cool, so let's go ahead and flip this over, take a look at the dial. Alright, so here we are looking at what this 50-point dial has to offer us, and it's quite a bit. She has the X-Men team ability, as we see here. She has a 6 range with single target. Has that special movement on clicks 1, 4, and 5. She also has TK for a little more reach out and touch someone if you wanted to use it for another character on this team. And she also gets some range combat expert on clicks 2 and 3, so she does have a little bit of offensive potency about her. Main reason she's on this team is to carry the other figures, because there's a lot of figures on this team. So a good way to manage action economy is her to carry 3 characters. So let's go ahead and take a look at another character. Alright, so here we are with Sunfire from Uncanny X-Men, number 43A. He has the X-Men keyword. He comes in at 50 points with the X-Men team ability. He has one trait, Well, he has two traits, one of which we aren't going to be taking advantage of because we're not paying an extra 5 points. But he does have another trait which we will be taking advantage of, which is all new, all different X-Men. Unique modifier: when this character is healed by the X-Men team ability, modify its combat values except damage +1 until your next turn. So that's really powerful. X-Men team ability, in my opinion, it's a pretty good team ability, but it has that drawback of that click that the healing figure might take. So this makes you a little bit more willing to do that because you're not only healing a click, you're also potentially getting a stats buff. This guy's on here because he is a flyer. He starts off with an 8 range with running shot, 10 attack with pulse wave, 17 defense with energy shield deflection, and 3 damage. He's on here just for his pulse wave, which is the great equalizer of the game, and at 50 points, he's a steal to have on here. Next up on the team, we are going to talk about Dust, number 56 from X-Men Xavier School. She has the Hellions and X-Men keywords. She has improved movement, ignores elevated and hindering terrain. She has a couple of traits. One is X-Student. When this character's or an adjacent friendly character's attack roll includes exactly 1, 5, or an X, modify the target's defensive value -1. Her other trait is Scouring Sands. Smoke Cloud as free, but only to place 4 markers. At the end of each opposing turn, deal 1 damage to each opposing character occupying or adjacent to a smoke cloud marker placed by Dust. This is really powerful. We're dealing 1 damage, so it's sort of like pseudo poison. She does have a special on her defense, which is really good, Swirling Sands. Super Senses. Dust modifies her defense +1 for each adjacent smoke cloud marker placed by her. So let's go ahead and take a look at her dial. So as we can see here, 50 points seems like it gets you an awful lot. 4 range with single target at only 50 points is pretty good. She has 3 clicks of Sidestep, 3 clicks of Precision Strike, 3 clicks of that awesome special, and followed up by 2 clicks of Regen. So the general idea with her is to get her in close, use those smoke cloud markers to decrease your opponent's attack by 1 because they're on the smoke cloud, and also to increase her defense by +3 because hopefully you're going to be kind of just throwing her to the wolves, but not really throwing her to the wolves, because can you throw somebody to the wolves if they have a 20 defense? I really don't think so. So let's go ahead and take a look at some other figures on this team. Next up we have Jubilee, number 26 from X-Men Xavier School. She has the Generation X and X-Men keywords. She has a trait called Generation X, Power. Move up to 5 squares, then make a close attack. So she has charge, basically, her entire dial, which is really cool. She has a special on her attack, which is the sunglasses aren't just fashion, dude. It is Energy Explosion. When Jubilee uses it and hits, modify all hit characters' attack and defense -2 until your next turn. And that's pretty powerful. You're able to hit a lot of people with Energy Explosion. So let's go ahead and flip this over, take a look at the dial. Alright, so this is what 50 points gets us. She has a 5 range with dual target. Starts off with Running Shot. She has that special attack her entire dial, which is really cool. Starts off with a 17 defense with Energy Shield Deflection, which is pretty good, which gives way to 2 16s with Energy Shield, and she does have Perplex on clicks 2 and 3, which is always helpful. And basically she's on here to attack people and lower their stat values, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the last figure on this team, and then we'll get everybody together and talk about how this is going. So here we are with the last onboard character, Gold Balls from X-Men Xavier School. He has the Spider-Man family and X-Men keywords. He has 2 traits. One is X-Student. When this character or an adjacent friendly character's attack roll includes exactly 1, 5, or X, modify 1 target's defensive value -1. So again, we're manipulating stats basically for free, which is pretty cool. Then he has another trait, Gold Balls. Unique modifier. Opposing characters adjacent to, occupying the same square as, or holding one of the gold balls objects, modify their attack and defensive values -1. So we're able to get another thing out there to potentially decrease their defense another 1. Then he has a special on his attack called Poink. When Gold Balls hits an opposing character with a range attack. After resolution, you may generate a standard light object named Gold Ball in the hit character's square. So if we hit and we get the Gold Ball in there, they have potentially -2 defense and a -1 attack, which is pretty powerful. So let's flip this over and look at his dial. Alright, so here we are for 45 points. This is what we get. A 5-range dual target. Has 5 clicks. All 5 clicks feature Force Blast. All 5 clicks feature that special attack. 3 clicks of Energy Shield Deflection with a 16 defense. And then a vanilla blank damage slot. So he's on here just to manipulate stats. And let's go ahead and get everybody together and tell you how this team's going to work and how it's going to win you a game. Alright, and we did not talk about the Colossus ID card. It's on here just to round out that final 5 points. For the Colossus ID card, I'd suggest the common Colossus from Uncanny X-Men. He's the only thing you're going to be able to call in. He will give everybody that's adjacent to him when he gets called in impervious, which is always awesome. Plus he has charge, 10 attack, and this team lacks a little bit of up-close potential, so he kind of helps with that. So the idea of this team is to have Storm carry the 3 students, being Dust, Gold Balls, and Jubilee. Then you're going to have Dust sidestep in to hopefully 3 or 4 of your opponent's figures. She's going to throw up that smoke cloud so that she increases her defense, decreases their attacks. And then what you're going to do is have Sunfire carry Cyclops, have Cyclops and Storm next turn perplex up Gold Balls and Jubilee's attacks so that they can attack, and your opponent is going to get hopefully a -3 attack between the stuff that Jubilee and Gold Balls does, along with the smoke cloud markers from Dust. And also they'll get if your rolls are 5s, they will be decreasing their attack values as well, or I'm sorry, their defensive values as well, so that you'll be getting those hits in easier. Cyclops is really here to, he's also going to be a good ranged guy, and Sunfire is going to be able to single target pulse wave some people, although you're not going to want to let him get too far away from Cyclops. And Storm's really just on here to transport around the team, hand out some leadership to keep some action tokens off people. Cyclops is also going to do that. So that is my team. In the comments below, go ahead and list your 300-point X-Men team. Let me know what you think about the one I made. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, give it a share. That really helps keep me motivated to make these videos. If you really like the video and you want to support the channel, make sure to check out the description of this video for various ways to do that. You can check me all out at patreon.com/MrClicksFlix. If you're looking for some cool Heroclix related swag, check out my Spreadshirt store found in the description of this video. And if you're looking to just buy something off Amazon like you normally would, make sure to click that affiliate link for me, because anything you buy on Amazon after you do that, a portion of it, your purchase, will come back to Mr. Clicksflix. It doesn't increase the cost to you at all, and it's something you were going to buy anyway, so it's really a win-win for both of us. That's all I have for you guys today. As always, please remember that it's only critical miss if you don't have probability control.